Welcome everyone to another Structure Deck unboxing. This time we are going to take a look at this one known as Structure Deck Marik. Alright, so this particular Structure Deck is actually one that's fairly valuable in some ways, specifically because of the fact that it's an older one, 2010 Structure Deck, and it's first edition. So this one nowadays goes for approximately $45 or so. First edition specifically, so it's a bit more on the pricier side. A lot of these decks typically go from anywhere, you know, like some as little as like $6 all the way until like $25, depending on the starter or structure deck. But this one is, as I was saying, pretty pricey. Oh yeah, quick look at the very back. So there's a lot of gravekeepers in here actually, so that's kind of cool, right? Yeah, there we go. Look at all that. All right, let's do this. So, oh yeah, as you can see, it's actually, you can sort of tell, it's fairly, like, it has been a little mishandled, but luckily it doesn't really matter the shape of the actual deck outside. All that matters is that the cards inside are nice and safe and secure, which, I mean, it is still sealed. As you can see, it just has not seen the best days of its life recently. What is this? There's something else in here. Oh, just the other piece. Alright, so that's done right there. This is done. So this is the piece that would normally be behind. I think it just kind of like, you know, popped off. There's that other piece. And then there's this. So this here is the playmat. Let me go ahead and just quickly open this up and take a quick look. So you can see it even uses the old Yu-Gi-Oh logo. It just shows you it's a first edition from way back when the logo was not updated to that new. I mean, personally, if I had to actually give my opinion on this, I actually like the old logo better, the one that you just saw right now. But I know that that's not everyone's opinion. So the Hidden Arsenal 2, Legendary Collection, okay. And then there's Dragon Knight, Drago. Wait, really? That's a tin? Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. And then Duelist Revolution. On the back, there's actually like strategies and stuff. I'm not really gonna go over that, but yeah, there we go. Then there's 5D's Tag Force 5 in stores now. Oh my god, that's hilarious. And on the back, Dual Transfer. I actually just LP'd that. I finished LPing that except post game. Yeah, if you want to see an LP of this, I've done it. If you want to see an LP of this, I have not done it yet. Anyway, moving on here. So this here is version 7.1, as you can see. This is during the 5D's era. Makes sense, right? Alright. And lastly, we can now finally get into the, the cards themselves. So, man, some first edition cards from 2010. Where's the little pop-up thing? I don't see it. Huh. Maybe the old ones didn't have that. Yeah, I really don't actually see it. I think I just have to honestly tear it off. Wow. That's a little rare. Okay. Sorry, I'm being extra careful. I'm being extra careful with this because these are some valuable cards. Being first edition from 2010. Lava Golem, that's the cover card. One of the first kaiju-like effects. Yeah. Attributing 2 on the opponent's side to special summon it, but you cannot normal summon or set the turn you do that. And the controller takes 1000 damage during each of their standby phases. So, that's crazy. Yeah, so there's Lava Golem. My god. This thing is beautiful. That's a valuable card right there. Not a whole lot, but I mean it's valuable, you know. Then we get Mystical Beast of Circuit. Destroy this card if you do not control Temple of the Kings. Each time this card is thrown off to my battle, the destroyed monster is removed from play, and this card gains 500 attack. As you can see, it says remove from play. It's outdated terminology, of course. And the last one is this one, the Temple of the Kings. Continuous spell. Watch this. It says the controller of this card can activate trap cards the same turn they are set. If you control Mystical Beasts of Circuit and this card, you can summon both to the graveyard to special summon one monster from your hand deck or extra deck. So this one used to actually be banned because of this effect, the first sentence. You can activate trap cards the same turn they are set. Eventually they nerfed the card, they eroded it to the point where you can activate one trap card the turn that is set. So this, as you can see, is outdated because it's first edition 2010, that's why, but obviously you don't go by that effect anymore because it's been eroded since. Now we're going to move on to the to the commons. So did I just see a little piece of something? Never mind. So we got a vanilla Gilgarth. It's an 1800 beat stick. There it is. Okay. I guess I'll just put that one over there on the side. Then we got a Mystic Tomato. Okay. Visor Das. Legendary Fiend. That's a tribute monster there. Dark Geroid. Newdoria. Gravekeeper's Spy. Another Gravekeeper's Spy. Gravekeeper's Curse. Gravekeeper's Guard. A second Gravekeeper's Guard. Gravekeeper's Spear Soldier. Gravekeeper's Chief. Gravekeeper's Cannon Holder. Gravekeeper's Assailant. Gravekeeper's Assailant, a second copy. Dralago. Boganian. Gravekeeper's Commandant. Gravekeeper's Visionary. Gravekeeper's Descendant. And that's all for the monsters there. So the majority of this deck is actually monsters. That's a huge amount of monsters that they give you. A lot of Gravekeeper cards. I mean, a lot of really good support in general. You know, which is honestly pretty cool. You know, all this good stuff and shit. Yeah, so all that stuff goes right there. All those. Then for Gravekeepers, they do give you plenty. They give you all these, and then Chief, and then Cannon Holder. 2 of these Assailants, and they put a random Dralago in there and a Boganian. I don't know why they just didn't put these at the front over here. And then you get a Commandant, Visionary, and a Descendant as well. So these are all of your Gravekeeper monsters. It's actually a huge amount of them. Moving on to the spells and traps. So we're going to start with Mystical Space Typhoon. Then we got a Nightmare Steel Cage, Creature Swap, Book of Moon, Dark Room of Nightmare, Necro Valley, there we go, you got 2 Necro Valleys, nice, Foolish Burial, Magical Stone Excavation, and Allure of Darkness. To be honest, this is actually a great lineup of cards, and it was for its time a really good structure deck. I mean, an MST is always nice, right? Nightmare Steel Cage, not so much, but you know what, it's fine, right? I suppose it's fine. Creature Swap can be okay, I'll just put it over here. Book of Moon is a good card. Dark Room of Nightmare, not so much. Necro Valley, I mean 2 copies of first edition, that's good to have those. Foolish Burial, fantastic card. Magical Stone Excavation was really good for back in the day. Nowadays it's not really played that much. And Allure of Darkness, still a fantastic card. So from spells, really only 2 are not so good. And then here, everyone, except maybe you can argue for Creature Swap. But as you can see, a lot of really good cards, really useful ones. For trap cards, you get an Acid Trap Hole. Mirror Force. So here's the thing about Mirror Force. This was actually the first common printing of Mirror Force ever in the TCG. The deck was really high value and sought after because of this. Before this, you could only get the ultra rare version, then you could get the super rare version in Dark Beginning 2. I think started that Yugi also came up, but it was a super rare in that one, so it's crazy. Crazy. School Invitation, Coffin Cellar, not so good. Nightmare Wheel's okay. Metal Reflex Line, Malevolent Catastrophe, and Dark Illusion. So a lot of these are not so great, but needless to say, they're still pretty cool to have, you know. But yeah, also Acid Trap Hole should be down here, but it's fine. So yeah, lots of good stuff. You know, it's good getting one of these. This is for the longest time it was a really valued trap card. Then of course, you know, always nice to get some foils in there. A lot of Gravekeeper's cards and a lot of really great spell cards. Pretty much all these that I mentioned. You know, so that's cool. So yeah, this is essentially the Structure Deck Marik, as I already mentioned. It's right here. So the one that I found was really beat up and stuff, but luckily the cards inside were not damaged at all, just the outside. So that's fine. Yeah, this one's pretty valuable at $40 to $45 in range. You know, if you can get it for lower, go for it, because that's a steal. So, as always, you know, if you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great and a fantastic day.